for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Become great. Yo. Rize Podcast family, what it do, what it is. Hope everybody having a great Sunday. Hope all the kids got everything they need for back to school. Hope, you know what I mean, clothes laid out. I remember back to school, you know what I mean? We ain't had to wear no uniforms in high school. Middle school we did, but you know what I mean? You lay your clothes out, you know what I mean? Kicks looking nice and fresh, icy joints, you know what I mean? You trying to figure out which ones you're going to break out the box first. Book bag locked and loaded. School supplies, so you know what I mean? I hope all the kids ready tomorrow, you know what I mean? And the parents, I know y'all can't wait to drop them niggas off. Y'all, summer blew by fast though, man. It don't even seem like we really had a summer. Seem like, you know what I mean? It was one weekend we was out of school, then bam, we right back at it. But how everybody doing, man? 5-time champ, 3 different weight divisions, the hard-hitting, devastating puncher, Javante Tank Davis, redesigning minds, one mind at a time. You know, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to Under Armour. Thanks to all you do for the gym and the community. Last but not least, no, matter of fact, shout out to Bad Girls Promotions. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Dredd, Coach Brandy. You know what I mean? Helping these amateurs do they think, putting on some dope cards, and for the pros too. So shout out to Bad Girls Promotions. Miss Olivia Pope, man. And keep her in our prayers too. My homeboy, you know what I mean? That was also, she also looked at him like a little brother too. So, you know what I mean? His funeral was yesterday. So, you know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Keep us in your prayers. If anybody is out there going through something, man, you need somebody to talk to, man. Just, you know what I mean? You can DM me. We can talk, chop it up. You know what I mean? You're not by yourself, man. We all out here battling different things, different illnesses, different ailments, or we just need somebody to talk to. I'm here. Shout out to all the volunteers, all the grannies, grandpops, moms, dads, uncles, cousins, amateurs, pros, everybody to help make that gym go round, man. It takes a village, not just one. It takes a whole village. You might see one kid go to the store and one of the coaches right there. Next thing you know, you got 10, 15 kids you going to the store buying snowballs for everybody. Or you might see one kid need something. So, you know what I mean? It take a village. So shout out to everybody to help make that gym go round, man. Last but not least, man, Coach Calvin put Squeeze in the room with the Box Raw rep, and Squeeze closed the deal. Y'all can say it with me in the chat because we rocking it just like the fighters, just like the coaches. Say it with me. Box Raw. Travaris Bowles, what it do? Meaty Riley, how you feeling? Real Deal Israel, what's going on? Miss Mona, how you feeling? Cosmic Lando, whatchamacallit, Lion, Daryl Hopkins, nephew, Timothy Stoudemire, the Queen, Miss Mona, Ace, what it do? Branson, Toe to Toe Savage TV, what's going on, my guy? I hope you got that picture I sent you the other day. Blade, what's going on? Andre Noble, Lonnie Lee, Josh Gallimore, Mars. I ain't, man, Mars, you bluffing. You bluffing me, Mars. I check it though. I check it. Big No Game, what's going on? Boss Dog, what's happening? Brian Powell, how you feeling? Gen 2 Master, what's going on? Kamani Clark. D1, Angry White Man, what's going on? Don Ricken, and what's happening? How everybody feeling today? Let me check something, Marks. Let me check something. Let's see what you talking about. You DM me on. You must have DM me on the Rize. No, I ain't got nothing from you, Marks. No, I ain't got no. I ain't got nothing. I just checked. I ain't got nothing. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got it. Oh, I sent it back. I sent it back. Nicole Matthews, what's going on? No, I sent it to you. I DM'd it to you toe to toe. Enzo 88, what's going on? Alan Johnson, my God, man. What's going on? Damn, what I was ready to tell y'all? I was ready to tell y'all something. I lost my train of thought that fast. Man, hate when that happens. Go Talk Sports, what's going on? What up, Squeeze? What's up, saying? What up, Squeeze? What up? Appreciate it. Go Talk. Oh, that's what I want to tell you, man. Prayers out to Miss Arena, man. She hit me yesterday. She been in the hospital. That's why we haven't been seeing her. So she's supposed to be in the building today. She hit me last night. So prayers out for Miss Arena. Hope for speedy recovery. She said she was feeling a lot better, but you know what I mean. We don't see y'all in the building. We be wondering what's going on. So I appreciate her for reaching out and hitting me yesterday. She said she gonna try to jump back in the building. D1, like, share, and subscribe. Stop being effing haters and zipper watchers. Hit the like button. Say something when you're in this. That's my angry white guy, man. Miss Shara is in the building. How you feeling, man? Hey, my question to y'all, man. Is it time for Mayweather to hang it up, man? Because I don't know if y'all watched that fight yesterday. Or what was appeared to be or supposed to be, but how do y'all feel? What y'all think? Is it time for Mayweather to retire from the ring? Exhibition or not? Is it time? Is it time? I need to know how y'all feeling. Yeah, hey. Miss Just Do, what's going on? My guy, Ant McQueen is back. Mr. Interstellar. Hit the like and subscribe. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, Ant McQueen, man. Hey, if you want to know something you don't know it, I guarantee you ask Ant McQueen, he know it. And he gonna research it some more and break it down for you for your understanding. So shout out to my guy, Ant McQueen, man. I didn't watch. I've been said Mayweather need to sit his ass down. Blaze said, I think me and Floyd one last exhibition, then it's time. Hey, I seen what you did to the last motherfucker you fought, Blade. You definitely gonna retire Mayweather. He gonna think he got, you know what I mean, cakewalk. He gonna find out. The last thing that go is power. I got you. Hey, Blade, I got you stopping old Floyd. Ant probably know more about the history of boxing than I do, and I've never said that about nobody, man. Listen, Ant knows. Ant knows. You know what I mean? All the time, Ant knows. So, you know what I mean? at me on this shit, man. Miss Just Dude, the whole Dude family, baby Dude, big baby Dude. I think it's three of them, and big baby Dude. What's going on? Damn, Bucky Rogers say shit was more boring than Shakur. I'm just saying, good grace me Christmas. Stretched out boxing, what it do? The Rize podcast is in the building. Hit like and subscribe before you comment. D1 say, and if you want to know what Ant knows, check out the Casuals Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Man, drop the link so they can lock in. I ain't like that Richard Schaefer interview with Floyd Mayweather being petty. I didn't see it. Dragon Assassins official. What's going on? Hey, I'm gonna tell you what though, we do got some action for y'all.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
So make sure y'all get y'all raffles in, man. Make sure y'all get y'all raffles in. Support the cause, support the movement. Show the JBT some love. And win an iPad, a pair of Kenichi Bears, or a Ninja Air Fryer in the process. Shout out to Big Drake, man. I thought, man, listen. Man, shout out to the JBT network because we got some dope people in the building, man, with some real talent. And you know what I mean? All we gotta do is talk it up and it gets done. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to the JBT network. And if y'all need an iPad, air fryer, or some new headphones, make sure y'all get y'all raffle in, man. So back to the question at hand, man. What y'all think? Is it time for Floyd to leave the ring completely? No more exhibitions, no more nothing. Because that debacle last night was a lot. So y'all gotta tell me, what I mean, do y'all want to keep saying this or no? And then the next question: is Brian Norman Jr. really ready to get in the ring for Boots? Because they talking big cash trash over there, like they going, they got something for Boots. But I can't see me taking Norman over Boots. I just can't see it. I can't see me taking Norman over Jaleel Hackett. That's the fight I really like. And we probably would. That's why I'm thinking about. That's why I'm thinking about raffling that glove of I Drive Old Cars with signed by Frank Martin and Tank. That's why I'm thinking about raffling that off too. I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know. Been that time. All he does is pot jab on local community center fighters. You know what? Floyd Mayweather should retire from exhibition and play with his grandson. I agree. Billy McGee, he trying to set his kids up. Man, if he ain't did that by now, shit, it's too late. D1 said, I'll buy a couple tickets for that glove singing. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Smoothie King, right back at ya with another one. Shakur don't want no smoke. Appreciate you, Andre Noble. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna let the J. I'm gonna let them do that raffle that they got going on, and then I might just raffle it off. I might just raffle it off. We gotta see. We gotta see how we do. Stretched out boxing say Norman might be biting off more than he can chew. I got something for you. I got something for you, my guy. We ain't seen you in a minute. We ain't seen you in a minute, so this is what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second, y'all. If you book them, they will come. If you book them, they will come. Do that raffle on Tank Fight. What up, though? Best dad ever, my guy. Don, that's the perfect time. His next fight, raffle join off saying you'll get paid. We'll see. GT Demerge going to do way more than the iPad on this channel. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, D1. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. I like it. Look good. I was also thinking like it'll look good once we set the studio up. You know what I mean? Once we get the studio set up and put that in there. So it's kind of like I don't know. I gotta see. I just be throwing it out there to see the interest in it. But I think that'll look good for the setup. Having both of them sign that glove. And you know what I mean, having in the studio. What's some other stuff we got? I don't know, Miss Just Dude. I don't know, Miss Just Dude. Your guy ain't it? True culture. You can keep hope alive, but we just seen Boots get hit by whatchamacallit in the last fight. Yeah, I know. That's what we gotta get this. We all gotta get these studios up. You know what I mean? Then, you know what I mean? Cause my plan is I want to get that thing nice and right. I'm thinking once a month you do a rack of a simple shirt, but that glove gonna do racks. I don't know. I'm listening. Unheard of. Hey, baby. How you doing today? I'm standing behind anything Jersey. We just built different. I don't know, Miss Just Do. I don't know. Cause Keyshawn wants some smoke. I mean, not Keyshawn. Andy Cruz wants some smoke, and Keyshawn don't want it. How you box wants a Tank versus Floyd? I think that'd be a big fight. Just because. But I'm not going for no exhibition on that one. That gotta be a real fight. That's what I would want. That's what I want to see. She talking about Keyshawn. The one thing about Keyshawn, though, he fighting though. He definitely doing that though. D1. He definitely scrapping. But I need these big fighters to give us these big fights. That's what I'm waiting for, because the world is waiting on Tank versus Shakur. That's the fight. That's the fight we all want to see. Everybody talking about is building a lot of traction. That's the fight that we looking for, whether it be 25 or the end of 24. It ain't gonna be the end of 24 now, but whether it be 25, we looking to see that fight. And what if Shakur's out of the weight class by next summer? Then what? I don't know. Miss Mona. I definitely don't know that one. Definitely don't know. But I think, you know what I mean? Like he know that's a fight that he really need. You know what I mean? So I think he would be able to lock in and make the weight. Don't pull a Devin. Well, Devin was too big for 135 a long time ago. How he was making it, we all wanted to know. You know what I mean? Now that Ryan Garcia done put hands on him, he look like he need to go to 154. Talib Cunningham, what's going on, my guy? I want somebody to shut Floyd Schofield's dad up. I never saw the kid fight, but his dad worse than Bill. Yes, sir. Yeah, he not that big. He not I think he be all right. I think he'd be able to lock it in. Parkway family, what's good? Salute, Rize. What's going on, chat? He said he was making it because of Conti. I could believe that. You know what I mean? They got people that specialize in weight cutting. So, you know what I mean? I could believe that. I could see that happening. Excuse me. But Floyd Schofield Sr. is just a zesty pop. That's all. He's not even close to Bill Haney when it comes to talking shit. Chuck Rock, what's going on, my guy? All the dads besides Jaleel dad been tripping. Man, they trying to fast track things, and they think they can help the process. Naheem the Dream, Pro Day 2027, my guy. What's going on? Appreciate the support. It's the only dream that matters in boxing. Salute, senior. Staten Island here. Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy, Naheem the Dream. Life is good. What's going on? He said Schofield is a homo thug. Good gosh, Mike. And Schofield has too much scar tissue to fight time. Okay, I see you paying attention, Miss Mona. Kenneth Perry, what's going on? Kenneth Perry, boy, I wrote your response. I wrote about 8 responses, but I deleted all of them, Kenneth Perry. I just had to leave that one alone. But I seen your comment, you know what I mean? And you gotta understand, my son chose boxing. I ain't forcing him to do this. That's what he chose, and that's what he loves. So as a dad, I gotta support him. You know what I mean? In life, sometimes we got people that go out there and do the unthinkable, and you got people that sit in the house on the couch wishing they would have tried to do this or that. You know what I mean? So I'm not holding my son back. If that's what he want to do, I'm gonna support him. Whatever he like, I love. Tank the NyQuil. Keyshawn, I have a feeling, is gonna lose to Buddy Limos. I don't know. Keyshawn might be able to bite down, but one thing I can say, if he do lose, Keyshawn will run it back. And we'll get 2 good scraps out of it. I drive old car. Schofield going to get hold by his real test. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was a little. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Kenneth Perry. I was a little perturbed at first, but you know what I mean. I had to, you know what I mean. I get it. You know what I mean. But these are chances we take in life. You know what I mean. I was having a conversation the other day. Somebody told me life is all about chances and choices. You know what I mean? So that's the choice he made. That's the chance we take. I know the fuck he didn't. What is he doing popping in there like that? He better wait his turn. I'll bring you in when I'm ready. I'm the goddamn host of this shit. Stay your ass back there till it's time. You think you just gonna come on here and pop on the show 24 minutes late like you the H&IC around this thing? You better slow your old ass down. All right, y'all. It's Sunday. I don't want to hear he was with the grandbabies. I don't want to hear he had to work 4 jobs, moving doors from site to site, and he ain't getting no. He was working. He tall. He limping. He gonna wait till I bring him in. I'm the host of this shit today. You know what I mean? But he my guy, so I'm gonna write him a pass and let him slide. You know what I mean? Because he don't know no better. You know how them old heads get. They stuck in their ways. They don't like change or progress. You know what I mean? They think they can just do what they want to do when they want to do it. They want to lead, but they want to tell you to do as I say, not as I do. You know what I mean? If I would have did that, he probably would have shut the podcast down. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm commandeering this shit. I'm gonna bring him in, pain in my ass, thorn in my side, hat to the back, squeeze. What's going on, old head?
Should I come on after that? After that ass? Now when I bring him in, I bring him with bottles popping. He brought me with bottles going upside my head. Yeah, when I bring yo with, I be shaking the champagne. When yo brought me in, he be pouring the liquor out. What's going on, family in the Chizat? What it do? It's Sunday, baby. On the Rize podcast, I got my boy all says holding that down with an intro like that. Ain't no need for the police to look for me. I just go turn myself in. What up, champ?
What's going on with how you feeling?
I'm gonna tell you, man. Everybody, all the family in the chat, all the subscribers be out here.
For real?
Yo, every time I go on my little lottery spot, they come up to me. Yesterday, the guy was like, "Man, I know that voice." Say, Coach Cal McKinney. He say, "Rize Buck." I said, "Yeah." He said, "What's up, man?" I said, "Damn, yo, like 2-3 days in a row, man. All the subscribers out here.
Damn.
That's crazy, man." What up, champ? What y'all talking about?
Man, is it time for Floyd Mayweather to hang it up? Are we getting tired of these felonious exhibitions?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. If you could fight each other for an exhibition and make $1 million, $2 million, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Because that's what it looked like last night, David and Goliath. You know, but the crazy thing is that what Floyd created over the years, man, over a span of 20 years, is the villain. He very smart because they still paying to see him get his ass whipped. Yeah. 25 years later, and that sells. Did you see that crowd? They was in Mexico, wasn't he?
I forgot where they was at.
I think they was in Mexico. The people came out, man. It was packed. And the crazy part is that yo making more than the fighters that's fighting.
Yeah.
So I guess Floyd gonna be fighting till he's 65. As long, you know, dude was 181.
Mexico. It was in Mexico.
Dude 181. Floyd was 160. That's the biggest I ever seen Floyd. And he almost 50? Floyd almost 50. So I guess Floyd might rock he 50, I guess, like George Foreman. You know, so
bring my guy in, man. Bring my guy.
Oh man, the wizard. I came in at the right time. I call him the architect. That's my name for him. He always breaking it down with an unbiased opinion. He ain't a roach. He ain't a spider. But what he is, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, Mr. and McQueen.
Let's go. Come on, man.
What's going on, Mr. Vacation Shorty? Welcome back.
Let's go. Squeeze got me feeling like somebody, man.
My man.
Who was that used to say that? Was that Jesse Jackson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I am somebody. That's how I was feeling, man.
What up, champ?
Man, I'm feeling good.
That's what's up, man.
You're on a 2-week vacation. You should be feeling great, man.
Oh, man. I got a nice little tan. Look, you can see where I wore my watch.
Oh, yeah.
Got a nice little tan. Was out there on the damn boat. It felt like I was never going to come home. 10 days. I'm like, damn, how long is this cruise?
Damn.
Yeah, we was on a 10-day boat, man. We went to Dominican Republic and Grand Turks and Caicos. It was nice.
Would So all right, so let me tell you something about me, eh? I 50% want to go on a cruise and I 50% don't. Every time I be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna book it. Some wild shit happened on a cruise ship, and I be like, nah. Like one time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna book it. The cruise ship got left out on the water for 3 months. I was like, oh hell no, I'm
3
not doing
months.
it. Yeah, remember when that ship, when
I
everybody
remember.
they
I
couldn't die?
remember.
You know what I mean? Then I'm like, before that, it was like, damn, I'm gonna go one. The fucking cruise ship sank. I'm like, oh hell no. Then then we had the COVID, all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, it just be my I want to go on a cruise, but it just be my luck when I book one. All hell gonna break loose on the ship.
You also got to look at it like this though, so you can't be glass half empty. You got to think about how many successful trips these cruises made. That's one out of however many.
Yeah, but I might just be on that one.
All types of things happen,
I
man. You
might
could
not
be
get
sitting in the house and the damn plane could come
did.
crash. I seen that shit on TV recently on what's that 911. These
Somebody
people
just sitting in the house with random wild
they
ass
sitting
stuff.
in the house watching TV, plane crash through their house. Things happen, man. So best case scenario, you just get on the cruise, you get fat because they got all that food on there.
Yeah. DR is definitely wonderful, true culture. What part y'all went to? What part y'all went to?
La Romana and
La Romana.
yeah, and what was it? Puerto Plata or something like that.
Yeah, Puerto Plata, yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. I was out there drinking fresh coconut water every day out the damn coconuts. I was like, yo, my man, hack that for me with the machete.
You gotta get. I got this guy. I was working on his house, and this guy, he was from Dominican. He said, man, you go get you an ice cold Presidente. You go sit on the beach under a tree, man. You just listen to the water. No worries, no cares about nothing. Just sit there and relax. Enjoy that ice cold Presidente, and you'll have the time of your life.
I did that, but I wasn't sitting down. I was dancing after I had my Presidente. I was out there
I know
two-stepping to
that's
that
right.
reggaeton and all that.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it where they keep them Presidente so cold. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't really drink. I'm not a beer drinker. But if I do drink a beer, it's a Presidente. And that thing be right. Yeah, El Boogie, they definitely hit different in the DR because when I buy them here, it don't hit the same like them ones over in the DR.
Nah,
But did you enjoy
Presidente is
yourself?
good.
Did the family enjoy themselves?
Yeah, man. Had a great time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I woke up this morning. I was a little bit disappointed that I was back home because they got this dining area called the Windjammer, and you could eat all you can eat up there. And it's actually good food too. It's not that regular complimentary breakfast where they just give you like cold cereal, a muffin, a bagel, something like that. They had French toast up there, pancakes, eggs. They had any type of sausage you want, turkey, chicken, pork, whatever.
Damn.
Bacon. Where you come from, guy?
Welcome to the Rize podcast.
Welcome to the
right?
Rize Podcast. Black Panther in the building.
Hey, Ant, let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Is Brian Norman Jr. ready for Boots Ennis?
Yeah, I believe so. Will he be prepared though? That's a different thing. Will he be prepared to deal with all of those other elements? And then these guys also, they have experience with each other too, man. Because sometimes you look at certain matchups and on paper, you would say that one guy is far superior to the other. But when they have experience with each other, that's where things can change just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, on paper, you would look at a matchup like Jermaine Ortiz and Vasily Lomachenko, and you would just assume that Loma's supposed to just walk all over Jermaine Ortiz just because he hadn't faced the same level of opposition as a pro. But then when they got in the ring with one another, it was a highly competitive fight because they had got quite a few rounds in with each other in sparring. And I'm not saying it's not the end all be all, but if I'm helping you work on certain things and you helping me work on certain things, I know what you're looking to accomplish. So I think for Brian Norman Jr., I think it's going to come down to whether or not he's prepared for that fight, not whether or not he's ready. Because how old is he? What, 24 or something like that? 25? He's strong. He's vigorous. You see the work rate. You know the guy's going to be in dog shape. He got some power on him. So I think that he's going to be ready physically, but prepared. Boots was just in the arena where they did what? Over 14,000, 15,000 seats
Mm-hmm.
on the man. My cat over here walked right on my thing.
Leave him alone.
But it's safe to say that this guy is already getting acclimated. You know what I mean? He just in the Wells Fargo. I don't know how Brian Norman would perform under the lights. We saw what Boots just did. So I think that'll be the determining factor. And then also with Boots, the versatility. He just got that versatility, man. And thus far, we've seen Brian Norman kind of fight one way, like grind it out. So I think it depends on whether or not he's prepared, man. I think it depends on whether or not he's prepared. I think physically he'll be ready, though.
Who wins?
Who wins? I would have to go with Boots just because of the versatility. But it doesn't mean that Brian Norman can't do some other things. Like I just said, I've seen him fight pretty much one way. But with Boots, we've seen him fight on the inside. We've seen him fight on the outside, mid-range. He could be slick. He can be crafty when he wants to be. We know he's a switch hitter, orthodox, southpaw. However, and I've seen what's the name in some sparring footage. I seen him switch a little bit, Brian Norman. So he's got a little bit of that in his game as well.
Hey, what you think, Squeeze? Who win that fight, Squeeze?
I think Boots destroy Brian Norman. I look at their sparring as Boots helping him more than he helping Boots. I see the makeup and demographics of Brian Norman. They don't add up to Boots. Boots longer. He's taller. He's got a quick jab. He's a switch hitter. He got too many tangibles for Brian Norman in a fight. I don't give him a shot in hell. I'll rather see Rashidi and Brian Norman than Boots. Boots will destroy that boy under the lights with a check on the table.
Yeah, but we can't keep saying that we want certain fights, we want these, then just, you know what I mean? Oh, he gonna do this, he gonna do that, so we want to see him with this person. We want to see him with. I think if you call a nigga out, you gotta fight. Point blank per. And Norman calling Boots out, you know what I mean? They got a little situation going on with the negotiations or however it went down. But you know what I mean? You call them out, let's get it.
You know why I say that, all assets?
I'm listening.
Why I say that is because Boots is light years above Brian Norman. Is Brian Norman tough? Yes. Can he string together stellar performance at the stellar performance? I don't think so. And to me, he hasn't done enough for me to say that he can go in there and defeat a Boots Ennis at 47. And what I've seen, but all fairness, I'm looking at how he's throwing his punches, how he's getting out of the way of punches. And to me, he a couple of speeds. He 2 speeds behind Boots.
All right, so let me ask you this question, because you know, man, when you go, I know this fight happened back in, you know, back when you was in your 50s. Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. Ain't nobody having him beating Mike. What happened?
That's a different story, though, Squeak. That's a different story, though. See,
Who you asking, Senior?
I'm asking both of y'all because I'm just saying, you saying like on paper, both of y'all said something about on paper, but I'm just saying like, ain't nobody had Buster beating Mike.
Let me tell you my side of that, and then I'm gonna get a Mike the Ant. The difference between that analogy that you gave, those two guys, that I only really could speak on Boots, but Brian Norman seemed like he's all in. I can't take that from him. So that's the difference. These guys are not out partying Monday and come to fight Tuesday. Mike Tyson said it himself. He was up screwing all night and drinking and partying. I think I'd have beat Mike Tyson ass that night. Go ahead, Ant.
I was gonna say something similar, but in addition to that, I just finished reading this book called Sport and Blood, right? And they had a whole chapter on Mike Tyson and his mishaps in and outside of the ring. Not only was he partying, screwing, moving and grooving, doing his thing out there, Mike Tyson was also on psych meds too. He was on psych meds because Robin Givens and her mother, they had convinced this dude that he was manic depressive and bipolar, all that. So this dude was on lithium and he was on Thorazine. It's amazing that this dude was even able to compete at that level. Being on psych meds, doing coke, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing that he was even able to compete. That dude's a specimen.
Let's bring it up to a more modern day then, because Tank versus Pedraza was a setup fight, and Pedraza and Tank wasn't supposed to beat Pedraza. You know what I mean? That was a setup fight. You know what I mean? They was trying to. It was some things that transpired. Whatever you hear it all the time. That was a setup fight, but on paper, they didn't have. That was one of the fights where Tank was the underdog. And look how easily he blew past Pedraza. So we could take Mike and Buster off the mat, but now I'll bring you a more current fight. I could give you Tank and Pedraza. They didn't have Tank, nobody but, you know what I mean, Baltimore had Tank beating Pedraza. But look what happened. He steamrolled through Pedraza with ease.
Can't disagree with that. I mean, Tank was what? He was ranked 8th coming in, senior.
Y'all got quiet. I'm just saying, but
no. I agree.
Ain't nobody get quiet. We letting you talk. We ain't gonna talk over each other. Let us know when we can go. Who turned that?
You talking over me now because I wasn't done. Raise your hand next time. Put some respect on my name. Respect your youngins. Now, goddamn senior citizens, man. Go check on your AARP card. Go ahead, Squeeze. Go ahead, because you over there.
Damn, I'm great. I'm still raising my hand. He's so disrespectful. Once again, I see where you're going at with it, but GTD is a monster. We already know that. When he went into the Pedraza fight,
every time. No. This is what we're not going to do. And I want to apologize first for cutting you off because you raised your hand and then I jumped back in there. But this is what we're not going to do. You're not going to say that this can't be happening because of this. Y'all blaming that. He blamed Robin Givens and the psych meds. Now you saying, oh, well, GTD is a different beast. Who's to say that Norman is a different beast? You know what I mean? Who's to say that these other guys ain't a different beast, man? They calling people out. We want to see the fight.
But
and sometimes these guys, you know what I mean, the matchmakers get it wrong. And these guys, they can whoop the guy that y'all think that they couldn't whoop. That's all I'm saying.
All I was saying with the GTD thing, when he fought Pedraza, Pedraza was on a roll. He was on a roll, a 6-7 fight, whatever fight streak roll at the champion at the time. But GTD been handcrafted by one of the greatest and underrated teams in the business. So that was the edge in that fight. And once he realized when he was in there, his ability was above that guy's, it was night. Hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight.
But all I'm saying is sometimes we get it wrong to where though we think, oh, this person is going to steamroll this person, and it doesn't happen that way. Prime example, we could look at Rolly Barrioso. Even though they hit the button, the panic button, and got the fight stopped off a ghost punch, but Barrioso was whooping Rolly's ass.
Horrible.
You know what I mean? So y'all saying it don't. This stuff happens, and
Dif-
sometimes
different situation.
I'm just saying it happens. Whereas though these people that we don't think can be people, whoop them.
But Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. The best opinion. Thanks for the color in the chat. I love y'all too. Him with a devastating body shot. Love you back, cat. Check this out. With another scenario. We know Rolly tough, he's strong, but he has no boxing IQ. Barrioso was a decorated pro, tough, rugged. He one of those uncles you gonna keep challenging him at the cookout till you think you can beat him. And he still got that dolo strength at the age of 40, 45 years old. You not ready yet, son. That's what happened with Romero and Barrioso.
But see, you preach it to the choir, bro, because I didn't want to come up here and be like, oh yeah, Boo's gonna just walk through this guy. Because here's the thing, like you said, you never know. So I got to give both guys credit for what they do and what they possess, and also we don't know what the hell these guys are working on. That's what makes things tricky. One fight, a guy can look one way. Another fight, they could be working on something else. Like we just don't know what these guys are going to do the night of.
True.
We can only make presumptions.
True.
Yeah, and also you gotta understand, like we also seen fighters to where as though, how can I word this properly? I'm gonna say like they couldn't compartmentalize things. You know what I mean? And it'd be like after the fight, well, this happened at home and it threw me out my game. You know what I mean? They might have been beefing with their lady or something, and like they didn't train because they was focused on, you know what I mean, going to deal with a significant other. It's a lot of different variables that knock fighters off their game. And this stuff happens in real life, time at the time.
Yep. Sometimes it could be a little nagging injury that they get to where they gotta lay up for maybe about 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks. Like these things happen.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
Can't train the way that you want to. Now your conditioning ain't where it's supposed to be.
That sound
Things
like
happen.
preaching to the choir.
Oh, excuse me. Aunt McQueen was talking and you cut over me. First thing you said was we're not gonna cut over anybody. So put some respect on my guy, Aunt McQueen. What you were saying, Aunt? You were saying something before he rudely cut you off like that.
See, me and my guy Squeeze, we got synergy. So you know when I'm talking,
he ain't cut cigar talk off. He made sure he was nice to cigar talk. So I want him to be nice to you, Aunt. That's all I'm saying.
No. Feel free, Squeeze. To
he don't cut Coach Calvin off, so I want to make sure you get the same respect, Aunt. That's all.
I got something for him, Aunt. Don't even worry about that. It's like a jungle sometime. It make me want to keep on going up. Yeah, look, check.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's happening?
Oh man, no. I'm just going out on a limb with that one. Aunt McQueen was 1,000% right. You don't know what a guy working on. Practice is practice. Exactly. I totally agree. Fight night is where it counts. But I just don't, in my opinion, I just don't see Boots losing to Brian Norman, and I got him sleeping them. I got him sleeping them. Boots a hell of a counter puncher. He a hell of a corner. His dad is a hell of a coach, underrated. And Boots, man, Boots just gritty. But I would love to see where Brian Norman at. Boxing is boxing. We got to know this stuff in the ring. It got to happen in the ring. Come get it, Brian. Come get it, because Boots got something for you. Come get it. Oh, under the lights. Under the lights.
So you saying Boots stops Brian Norman?
He stops him. He stops him in between 7 to 10.
Ooh, you know his father gonna see that and come on here.
Oh, bring him
You know
on,
his
because I
father gonna see that and
damn
come on.
sure ain't coming on, because ain't no need to me, because you can't get a word in. Him and Schofield father.
No,
There's
Brian
no
Norman
need.
father. No, Brian Norman father. No, he let you. No, he been on here before.
I
No,
know.
he
Yeah,
chopped it up.
You
I'm not gonna
think?
let you. I'm not gonna let you put that out on Brian Norman. No, I'm not gonna
Go
let you
back
do
and watch that episode.
that. I'm not
Go
gonna
back
let
and watch it.
you.
Y'all pull that up in the archives.
No. I think Brian Norman do great interviews, and his son, both of them. I cannot let you keep putting these bones out on people, Squeeze, because you upset.
All righty. All righty. That's my boy, Jim Carrey on my joint, the Grinch. Yeah, that's my impersonation. Thank you very much.
Like me, honestly, I don't want to see the Boots and Brian Norman. I want to see Boots and Jaleel Hackett. I mean, I want to see Brian Norman and Jaleel Hackett.
I like that.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Brian Norman and Jaleel Hackett.
I like that.
Only question is right now whether we talking about the present or in the near future. Brian Norman, does that make sense for them?
I would like to see that fight right now. I think that's the fight of one. I think that'd be the big fight of 147, because both of them are up and coming. They around the same age. You know what I mean? They got the same thing going on. I think that's the fight for 147. Jaleel and Brian Norman.
Didn't Jaleel and them call him out?
They sparred a couple times, and yeah, they got some banter going back and forth about making a fight.
Nothing disrespectful though.
No. They got Mr. Brian and Mr. Bernard. They was chopping it up. You know what I mean? No,
nothing disrespectful.
You know, we don't do none of that, man. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. My God, hit that thing for me one time.
You see what my guy Rize said?
What'd he say?
Brian Norman got a belt. Boots wants undisputed, so they got to fight. That's why it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why it makes sense.
I want to see Jaleel. I want to see Jaleel and Norman. That's just the fight I want.
And he's been upgraded too.
I forgot he got upgraded though.
Yeah, he's a full titleist. He's not just an interim. So make it happen. That's unification right there, Boots and Brian Norman.
I just don't. I think you know what I mean, I'll talk my trash, but I think Boots gets Norman. I think the better fight is Jaleel and Norman. That's just.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's a better fight.
What, stylistically or based on where they both are in terms of their professional experience?
Both. Bring my guy in, Squeeze. Angry white man.
Oh, okay. I don't know about all that color calling shit, but let me bring my brother in from another mother. One of the hardest hitting podcasters in the business, pound for pound great, undefeated on the podcast stability assessments. No one assesses like this brother do, because when he go in, you know the first 5, 6, 7 rounds, this possibility you might get out of there. The man, the myth, the legend, D1, him in the building.
What's going on, angry white man?
Yo, it made me like download this app again. I downloaded this shit, got my camera all messed up backwards and shit. What's up with y'all fellas though? Fuck it.
I can't call it. What's going on, Robert Merriweather?
good looks on the link too, homie. I appreciate you. What we talking about? Brian Norman and Boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Boots, bro. And I don't know how much the guy accepted the offer. If you're on social media sending rebuttals and I get it, you got to negotiate and get the most money you can try to get. But that's not accepting an offer. Accepting an offer is signing on the dotted line and let's make this fight. So I got Boots in that one all day. He definitely didn't accept no offer when you're sending back joints. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Like it's still at the end of the day, it's still a business. You know what I mean? And you're still trying to get the most for, you know what I mean, what you bring into the table. So you have every opportunity and right to send back a counter offer. You're not saying no, I don't want to fight you. You just saying no, this is not equivalent to what I think I'm worth. And that's what negotiations are about. You know what I mean? Give and take. You put this on the table, I put this on the table, and we meet somewhere in the middle to where as though both parties are happy. So he got every right to say, you know what I mean, I'm not telling you, no, I won't fight you. And then he even said that he called Bozy himself, like, look, this was going on. They sent me this. I don't like this. I will still fight you, but I sent them back a counter offer. Letting you know, like, I'm not ducking, but you know what I mean? I just want the business to add up.
I hear you. And I definitely want the kid to get as much money as he thinks he deserves. But I heard it was mad times the amount he's ever been paid. And if you really want that glory, you accept that joint, no questions asked. Try to get yourself some extra money. I ain't got no problem with that. I just need Boots to have an opponent, bro. We was at the last Philly fight. That energy in that building, different, dog. That shit is dope. I hope they get it done. I hope they fight, man. That's all I got to say about that. And next, too. But Boots is probably going to fight Karen, though. Got the IBF mandatory ordered. You know the IBF ain't playing no games.
Yeah.
You don't fight your mandatory. They're taking that strap. They do it every time. I'm trying to pay attention.
Let me ask all three of y'all this. So if Norman and Boots were to fight, right? And let's just say, you know what I mean, like hypothetically, let's just say Norman loses to Boots. Would that still be a big fight, Norman versus Jaleel?
Yeah, I think so.
A big fight? I don't know. A good fight?
Big fight.
Absolutely.
Good fight. Definitely.
Two different things.
I think it's always going to be a good fight.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a big fight.
But if you
I don't think either one of them have the type of profile that would constitute that being a big fight. But I think it would be a damn good fight. I think it'll be a tremendous fight.
Me too.
Hold it down, Squeeze. I'll be right back. Hold up.
Man, I gotta fix this camera. Got me in here.
Yeah, but like I say, shout out I Served 88 Simplify, Robert Merriweather. What it do? What y'all think about Abdullah Mason, where he's at right now, and do you think they trying to move him too fast? And how many times we've seen this transpire in front of our eyes? Let the guy get some fights under him. His chin hasn't been tested. He really hasn't been hit back in the face yet. For those to be just making these assessments that he could become the world champion tomorrow. Take it away.
D1, I'm gonna let you go first on that one, brother.
Yo, I think Abdullah Mason is the goods, but we gotta see, you know what I mean? He ain't even been in a 10 rounder yet. Let's see when somebody got close to the capabilities of him fighting him. You know what I mean? Let him get a couple 10 rounders in before I crown him next. I do think the kid's got all the talent in the world. He just needs to be tested. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some shit. Let me see him get punched in the face, and what's he gonna do then? You know what I mean?
Aunt McQueen?
Oh, I've got similar thoughts. And it's not even just about his chin, but also just seeing how he manages himself down the stretch. Because you got some of these guys, when they're accustomed to fighting 6 rounders, 8 rounders. By the time they get to 10 or they get to championship fights, they just don't even know how to manage themselves. Just like stamina. I used this example probably about 2 weeks ago. One of my favorite prospects right now is Najee Lopez at 175. And then the first time he went 10 rounds against a guy on Pro Box about 2, 3 months ago, my guy was gassed around the 6 because he was used to just clipping guys and getting them the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So him going in there with a guy who gave him more resistance than he was able to see the final bell, so that he didn't quite have the pace right, throwing everything hard and fast, and he was gassed out before we got to the final bell. So I think it remains to be seen with Abdullah Mason, but clearly the talent is there. You can see it. It jumps off the screen. He's got the speed, the power, the precision, all that stuff. And I'll say this too. A couple fights ago, he did something that I thought was very impressive. He hurt a guy, he dropped him. I want to say it was like in the second round or something like that. And he didn't just swarm him. When he started applying pressure, he was very methodical, uh, very intelligent with the pressure that he applied. He ain't just jump on him and get clipped by a crazy shot, and he still end up getting the guy up out of there. So that shows that he's got some poise and he's got some intelligence. So we just got to see what he looks like when he's in there with somebody that's going to give him some resistance, to where he can't just blast him up out of there. And he's got to go to rounds and win rounds and figure things out. But all signs are pointing in the right direction with him. Like he looks phenomenal right now.
Definitely. Carmel Moulton fought last night. It didn't last long.
55 seconds.
Once again, we can't really judge these young brothers off of these early performances that detrimentally. Do we see the talent? Yes. Do we analyze that so far so good? Yes. But and Carmel been tested. The last fight he was tested. I think he went a 10 rounder. Tough, durable guy. So he been, but let these young men develop before we really start putting a stamp on where we think. Because if we throw them in a dog fight tomorrow and they lose, all the negative comments gonna come out about these young men, and I don't want that to discourage them. Let them get their rounds, let them get their reps, fight 3-4 times a year, like Kamel doing right now, like Abdullah doing right now, which I think is great for them. Give them guys another year. The way they moving, give them one more year. Let them move up in the rankings, and then we could really start taking that car on the open highway.
I agree, Squeeze. My only thing is this: the matchmaking is very, very, very tricky. Because if you move a guy too slow, by the time you pad his record up and then you throw him up in there with somebody, then he's still out of his depth. But then if you do it too soon, then he's kind of out of his depth. So you got to find that sweet spot, that happy medium, and give the guy various looks. Like have him deal with a guy that's got length, have him deal with a guy that's got power, have him deal with a guy that can move well, have him deal with a guy that can do a myriad of things. So then by the time they get to the contender level or the championship level, they know how to acquit themselves. Because if you throw them in there too soon, you mess around with a Marvis Frazier type situation. That's what Joe Frazier was doing. He had his son up in there 10 fight. He was fighting Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
Got his ass knocked out with them.
Destroyed.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know what they did right after that fight with Larry Holmes? They threw him in there with Mike Tyson the next fight.
Yeah.
And then his career was just never the same. So
Never
you got to find that happy medium, because you don't want to let him cook a little bit too long to where now it's like, damn, you 30, 40 fights in and we still don't know what the hell you are. We haven't seen you in there with nobody yet. So you got to find that right balance with the matchmaking.
My internet's shaky as hell. It keeps coming in and out. I didn't even hear you. My bad.
No, you good.
Yeah, I think Kermel Moton is a talented young kid, just like Abdullah. You know what I mean? And they got teams and people moving them, being match made. So I think boxing fans need to realize what it is. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna put their prize stallion out there to get knocked out or beat up, a misstep. None of that. There's a lot of money in this game, and to get to the top, you need that O. You know what I'm saying? To get to the big check. So they're gonna be moved appropriately. I think they could both possibly have generation talent. I wouldn't go that far yet, but they both show signs of could be great for sure.
You said Camaro was fighting the ice cream man.
I told
It's
him
funny he said
last
that.
night.
I said last night they plucked this dude off the concession stand.
He the
Yeah,
gem.
like,
they
grabbed him.
gave him a couple $1,000, one payday, one night.
Quick, 30 seconds. Shit,
Right?
that's easy. That's easy money, bro. 30 seconds.
Yep.
Shit.
But the young man is what, 18 years old. So I feel like right now it's appropriate. It's appropriate. It's appropriate. And that's the shame. That's the shame in being a high profile name, being highly touted, coming in as a professional. The expectations is just way different. And there's no consideration to some degree for development. It's like, yo, we've been hearing your name. We want to see you in there right now with the best of the best. That's just how we are as fans, man. A lot of times we get a little bit overzealous with that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what make this fun, though. That's what make it exciting.
They're both
Anticipation.
Young, right? 18 and 19. Well, Abdullah 20.
D1, the dude still got braces on his teeth, man.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. Super young.
You know what I'm saying?
Young. Yeah. They got the right backing, right following, the right. They're both in the right place for their situations right now. We just got to be patient. Boxing takes forever. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. It's a slow moving sport.
It can be. It can be. It can be. But you see how it is on the opposite end of the spectrum. A lot of times when guys have that pedigree, the extensive amateur background, these dudes end up fast track. And we make fun of these guys. Oh, this guy is a 28-year-old prospect, 27-year-old prospect by the time they're within their third, fourth, maybe even fifth fight. These guys are already at a contender level. So
can we all agree on the panel? Can we all agree on the panel? Do we move out? Sometimes people can move their fighter too fast. Sometimes they person can move their fighter too slow. Sometimes they don't know when to pull the trigger on a big fight or whatever. But it's boxing. If you dare to be great, I get that. So, hey, if you see something in your fighter, see, this is the most important thing. You got to know your fighter. You got to know your fighter. If you know your fighter and he getting the right preparation, because the fights are won in the gym. The fights are won in the gym. So if I see my guy take him around the 5 gyms and he getting his ass whipped, that's a big indicator right there. But if I'm taking him around to the toughest gyms, facing the toughest guys, and he competing with these guys at a high level, then I see something in him. I could take the call on the road. Smoothie King, right back at you. But another one, Robert Mayweather. My kid was criticized for dominating a 5-0 guy, but not stopping him. In his next fight, he beat a guy 30-5. True that. See, it can vary. It can vary.
Yeah, boxing fans are crazy though. We criticize way too much. You know what I mean? constant moving of the goalpost. This guy is this one fight, then his very next fight, he ain't shit. Boxing fans are the worst out of any sport, and this is, make no mistake, the single hardest sport in the world. I don't even know if I'd call it a sport, a way of life, because this takes much more dedication than any of the other sports by far. You got to be tuned in, mind, body, and soul. You ain't got nobody else to count on. When the lights are on and the bell rings, it's up from there, and you're the only one held accountable for what you do. So you got to be tuned all the way in for this one. You know what I mean? Boxing fans need to stop criticizing these guys so much, and follow the guy you follow, and make sure you stay with him or her, whatever fights or lackluster fights they do have, because there's always another one next. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that's a big one.
Yeah, I would say this though. You know, exposure doesn't have to be a death sentence. You know, I used to watch those fights on ESPN when I was a kid, and Teddy Atlas used to always say things like, the old timers would say you shouldn't even be fighting for a world title until you took 2 or 3 losses or something like that, you know?
2 or 3 losses is crazy.
Yeah, but when you really think about it, more often than not, that's when the things that you have to truly evaluate and assess, when they get the spotlight shown on them, because winning covers a multitude of sins. When you're winning and you're making mistakes, people ain't even looking at the mistakes that you're making when you're winning. Then when you lose and you go back and you be like, damn, the tea leaves were there all along. The guy already had these tendencies, already had these habits. They've been there all along. We just didn't see them because we were blinded by the success, blinded by the wins. And I think the same things happen with fighters and their teams. When you're having the success doing a particular thing, you can somewhat become a victim of that. So I think it's important, man, to just continue to just evaluate. And when a guy takes an L, just say like, all right, what was he doing? How can you rectify it and move on from that? You know, but as fans, we don't look at things like that. For us, it's just like, yo, you lost, you trash, that's it.
The microscope gets
Get 'em
bigger
up out
with
of
a
here.
loss. The microscope gets way, way more in tune when you lose. Everybody goes back and watches your old fights and starts criticizing those too. It's kind of crazy. You're absolutely right with that
Nah,
one.
for sure, man. I don't know.
Smooth,
Smacking Fools is talking to me, but no, I'm not a Devin fan. Sorry.
Smoothie King, right back at you. Same thing happened to Devin Haney. People kept letting him. He thought he was a puncher in that Ryan fight. I don't know who thought that. I don't know who
Devin
thought
thought he
that
was a
one.
puncher. Devin thought he was a puncher in the Ryan fight. Is that what that said?
He
Yeah,
probably walked to the ring. He probably did. Then when he got caught with that left hook in the first round, he was probably like, "No, Dad, I ain't a puncher. No, Dad."
He fought his fight in that fight, though. People are like, Devin didn't fight his fight. That was definitely how Devin fights, at least his last 3 before that. Everybody says that, oh, he didn't fight his fight in the 3rd to 6th round. He was winning and jabbing and back on the back foot. No, he wasn't. That's how Devin Haney fights every fight. And he just got overpowered, outmatched, whatever you want to say, out-Osterined. I personally don't even believe that shit helps, but yeah, I mean, they got an excuse now, so it is what it is.
He got his ass whooped, point blank period.
No doubt, dog. Well, they had the wrong game plan to begin with. You're trying to roll under some shit, watching Tank versus Ryan, not knowing that that's a completely different fight because it's in the open stance. Tank's getting underneath that hook just off the stance, and they try to do the same thing. Devin, you're taller. You can't roll under the hook and shoot the brick. That
You
game
said they
plan
had
was solely due to the stance. Tank's in an open stance with Ryan. He's a lefty versus the righty. It's closed matchup, Devin versus Ryan.
Yep. And the dimensions are different too, D1. Tank is what,
Catch and
5'5"?
shoot.
He's a little guy. He's able to get up underneath that.
Exactly.
I don't think
Smaller
they had a
guy.
bad game plan. I think they had the wrong opponent.
Yeah, I agree. The wrong opponent. And if they rematch him, it's probably going to be worse because Ryan will probably be in shape, might not be drinking and shit like he was in this one. Because I just watched the interview. I think it was Club Shay Shay. Oscar was saying it was 30% of Ryan. He stays in shape and not drink before that one. Oh, it goes bad for Devin.
Hmm.
And I'm of the same opinion too. You know what I mean? I think Ryan takes that shit serious. But then again, Ryan's a goofy. He ain't trying. He'll be drinking and smoking because what he did to Devin in the last fight. So I don't trust shit that kid says about none of it. You know what I mean? He's got erratic behavior. Can't trust a man like that.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
100%. You can't trust him. Not even a little bit.
I say we get that fight again, we get the same result. Ryan whooping his ass.
I think it'll be a little quicker this time. 4 or 5 rounds.
But we've been saying that he was going to run into a brick wall. Was 40 or 47? He wasn't going to be able to keep running and hiding and being the weight bully over fighters. People saying the Lomachenko fight he lost. In hindsight, I think he did enough to win, but it was a close fight nevertheless. But we all in agreement said his time was coming. And he wasn't the bigger guy that night. So he wasn't able to these ain't no George Camboses or Gamboas or Jojo Diaz's. These guys just as bigger than you and strong.
In their prime too.
Even GTD said that Ryan could punch. He said Ryan got a good punch, but he's not accurate. He's not as accurate. He don't know when to throw it. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. The Wood, with the Do family. Thanks for the color in the chat. We need fights. Yeah, but yeah, man. Like I say, man, I really what he's gonna give us different in the next fight. But as fans of the sport, we need to get some of these rematches. I don't think it's fair because back in the day when they lost to somebody, they fought them again. When they thought they ain't really win, they fought them again. Now they not doing it.
We don't get.
You can run that back and get that check. And probably get paid a little more than what you did the first time if you run the fight back. Smoothie King, right back at you. With another one, Josh Gallimore. Thanks for the color in the chat. Devin underestimated his opponent. I totally agree. And got stepped on. Now that he felt some real power, he might have been even more fearful of him after seeing what him did to Ryan versus himself. Yeah, man.
Well, the guy that wins the rematch is normally the guy who can make the most adjustments. And I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen Devin Haney make an adjustment in my life.
Damn.
I totally agree.
Nobody has because
he fought Cambosis 24 rounds and ain't hurt him not one round. Same old performance. And they think we picking on him. No. When I see each fight, I want to see Ant McQueen look better with each fight. I don't know what Ant gonna do in this fight. But if I'm keep watching Ant McQueen and he fighting the same way his last 5 fights, he not growing, he's bound to hit a wall. So I just like to see a fighter develop. That's where I make my assessment of him being great. even if he loses and don't get his hand raised, that he fought a hell of a competitive fight. I could see the fight could win either way, or he got robbed. But I see the growth in him each and every fight. That's how I know we watching a great fighter.
Facts. Facts, for sure.
But Squeeze, you heard what you said a couple minutes ago about the
Talk.
JoJo Diaz's and the Gambos and so on and so forth. The matchmaking. Do you think that the matchmaking has played a part in that?
Correct.
We're gonna get you these guys where you can do the things that you always want to do. You don't got to switch it up even a little bit. There doesn't have to be a modicum of change. All you got to do is come out here and just fire the jab, skate to a unanimous decision, and that's it.
Yup. That's a good point, Aunt McQueen, because everybody will argue, a lot of people, y'all think it always got to be knockouts. Okay, Aunt McQueen just gave y'all a good analogy of a person winning by decision all the time. It hit a wall. He hit a wall.
I mean, if you're trying to beat Tank on a decision, it's going to be pretty hard. You're going to have to do much more to get a decision versus somebody like Tank. We all know how this sport works. We all know who gets the swing rounds in an A-B side fight like that. And the damn sure ain't going to Shakur or Devin. You got to be active in them rounds trying to beat Tank. And let's be real, they're all positioning to try to get a Tank fight or capping about a Tank fight. It's either one of the two. So need to get a little bit better at what you do if you think you're going to come and beat Tank and take what he's got. You know what I mean? Going to take a special fighter with a high work rate to beat Tank, not somebody that's jabbing on the outside and doing as little as he can to get points and get through rounds. That ain't going to beat Tank. And if you're real with yourself and you're real about this sport, you know that already.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Marcel Triggs, man, thanks for the love in the chat. Sunday Fun Day. Yeah, but I'm thinking that in basketball, we say we can't really compare ours. So in boxing, we're able to compare ours because the guys now are getting way more money than the guys in the past, unless you were a big name. But they fought each other, and they fought each other twice, 3 times. Pacquiao and Marquez fought each other 4 times. And I was excited every time.
Shit. Me and Ant were having a conversation yesterday about Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti. That's probably the greatest trilogy ever, and not one of them fights was for a bullshit belt. They were all 3 10-rounders, the most exciting 3 fights I've ever watched in a row in my life. It was a treat to watch that trilogy yesterday.
Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta fought, 4 times? The last time was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah.
So they was getting it in, man. They was getting it in. Ali and Ken Norton fought a bunch of times. Ali and Frazier fought a bunch of times.
Because them guys are running that shit back then because they were fighting for greatness.
And guess what? Frazier whipped up on Ali, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Ali, he whipped up on Ali. What Ali do when he came back that second fight? He beat the shit out of Frazier.
Because he could make more adjustments.
He beat the shit out of Frazier. So how could somebody go from getting their ass whipped and come back whipping somebody's ass like they never should have whipped their ass in the first place? That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. Me too, man. I want to see these guys.
That's what makes the sport exciting. All right, y'all, let me bring them in. He don't want all of that. Calvin. That's all he want. He don't want But Calvin in the building. Yeah. I gave it to you plain. Was that plain enough, Coach?
That was plain enough, Squeeze. What's
Nah,
up,
man, he don't want all of that. I just give him
Go.
what he want.
What's on, man? What's going on?
And the goat.
Hey,
What's
man,
up,
we in
Coach
here
Calvin?
chopping it up, man.
Y'all
We,
definitely is, because I said y'all doing definitely overtime. You must
man,
have something to talk about.
we in the grit. We got some master boxing, masterminds in the building.
Okay.
My boy D1, AWM,
Okay, what's up, D?
Aunt McQueen
What's up,
in
Coach
the
Calvin?
Okay,
building.
Queen, what's happening, man? Bless y'all being in.
All-star cast.
Okay. Last night, me and Kenny went to watch Jennings fight, man. He looked good after 5 years, man.
Who?
Jennings. What's his first name, Kenny?
Brian?
Brian Jennings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I ain't
Man,
even
he
know he
looked
fought last
good,
night.
man. You know the guy that Cassius knocked out the ring where they got all the memes for?
Yeah.
He fought him. Tough dude, man. It was a tough fight, but it was good. But the card was lit, y'all. But the greatest thing that I like, man, they had all the hottest coaches in the world, African American coaches in the world up here.
Dope.
Man, it was nice, man. It was like a family reunion for coaches.
That's what it looked like, Coach. I seen that photo.
Yeah.
Coach Brad, man. I seen he posted the photo. All of y'all with
But it was more
bowl
than that.
mat.
A lot of them couldn't get in. A lot of them couldn't get in the photo. Rona Cutman was up here. It was nice, man. Me and Kenny was like, wow, and we were just coming to hang out and whatnot, man. But it was great. It was definitely great. It was definitely great, man. We had a nice time. Ate good. Watched some good boxing, man. I mean, all the fights was lit, man. Seeing all the young Philadelphia fighters get their thing off and whatnot. We seen some guys, it was only one bad call throughout the whole fight. And Gilly was funny as all outdoors as usual.
That was on TV? That was on a app? I missed it.
Huh?
I missed that. I'll probably go
Man,
back and watch it. What was it on an app?
they did it at the mat. The last 2 times we fought out here was Malik Hawkins. Nice venue, great venue. But like I say, last night was a great show. They asked me and Kenny to come down, man. They treated us with royalty and whatnot, man. We had a nice time,
Smoothie King?
Right back at you. But another one. Josh Gallimore, thanks for the color in the chat. Devin versus Frank Martin. Frank versus T.O. and T.O. versus Devin.
Smoothie King.
Right back at you. With another one. Son Child, thanks for the color in the chat. Coach Calvin and the Rize podcast. Love from Bama.
Shout out to Alabama.
Alabama. So we just hanging out, man, on our way back, trying to make it to the amateur show. Last night they said the amateurs won big at our Westminster at Jake show.
Yeah, 5-0. They went 5-0.
Oh, that was good. They had some nice hitters. I would like to see Nightcrawler, how he looked.
Smash, Jermaine, Connor, Pac-Man, and J.E. I don't know who J.E. is.
Well, we had a fight last night, man. We had one of our fighters fighting pro. We didn't even know he was fighting. We told him don't take the fight.
Who?
I'll tell you later, senior.
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you later, senior. We told him. We tried to tell him. He just looked bad, man, And the funny thing about it, when we walked behind stage, he was going to the ring. And Kenny said, hey, look, man. First round stoppage.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Say it.
See, that's the problem. When you don't listen when you don't listen.
Yeah. We tried to tell him. And not one person told him. Several people told him. But see, that's what you get, when you don't want to listen.
He fucked around and found out.
Oh, look at that over there, y'all. Yeah. So that's life, man. That's how I look at it. We going over there. That's like the drift store right there. That's like Tactical Avenue.
Y'all at the flea market?
Man, we got a flea market over there. There's a big old flea market over there.
Dang, where the hell y'all at, coach?
I'm still in Philly, yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm in Philly, man. You know how I get down, man. Me and Kenny just we just doing it, man.
Man, hey, y'all put the work in, enjoy yourself.
That's all we doing before we go back to prison.
Oh shit.
I was talking to one of the coaches yesterday, right? He said, "Yo, how y'all do it? I can't do it no more." I said, "Yeah, right, all right." They said, "Man," he said, "Man, it's just like you just gone. You ain't home no more." And I said, "Yeah, that's true. That's why I call it prison."
Speedy said, Coach, you be proud of Jermaine. He did good.
I know Jermaine my sleeper. Y'all already know. Y'all don't get it, man. That little generation right there, man.
Jermaine?
Man, yeah, little Jermaine.
Yeah, he beat me up all last week, so.
Oh, that's right. Squeeze was his crash dummy.
Look, I'm going to tell you like this. I've been working with them kids for the last 2 weeks. They coming in, and one see me working with one than the other ones. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, Jermaine, out of all of them, they banked me last week. But when he jumped in there, he was hitting me in my liver, the center part of my chest. I say, this little chump trying to kill me. I ran him down. I forgot everybody else. They sleep. I told him, I apologize to you, Jermaine, because I was sleeping on you, champ. Not no more. I'm a believer. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. I served 88. Simplified. Thanks for the color in the chat. Ask Coach Calvin about them Grandy twins.
Oh, yo, yeah, we watched. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know that was them. Great performance last night, man. The show was a star-studded show, man. Because everybody had to fight. It was a Philly show, but it was the best show I seen in a while for us on the club level. But it wasn't like the club level because it was at the mat. And man, Shorty went out there and handled his business, man. I was like, damn, them boys got grown. 16 years old. First pro fight.
I thought they were older than that.
No, I mean, when I listened to the commentator, he said he was 16 years old. It could be wrong, but
yeah, I thought they was older than that. At least 18.
Nah, buddy, 16.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, we did it though. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go take that walk, man. It was nice being on the show with y'all, man. Giving y'all update.
You going to the flea market, Cal?
Yeah, I'll come back on if y'all see y'all still there. I'm gonna let y'all see what we're going into here because it's like a jungle over there. So it makes you want to rumble. That was for you, Squeeze. That was for you, Squeeze.
I ain't messing with you, Cal, though.
I like messing with you, though, Squeeze. I catch you later, bro.
All right, bro. All right,
bro. Later.
All right, champ.
Squeeze crazy.
Cal, terrible, yo. Yeah, hey, man, appreciate y'all guys, man, for coming on D1 AWM. Ant McQueen, I call him the wizard of the sport. We couldn't have had a better panel on here today. Appreciate you guys for coming over, gracing our podcast with y'all presence, man. Definitely when y'all come on here, it definitely takes it to another level far as different minds, and we trading recipes how to make potato salad. I don't know who's gonna taste the best, but definitely don't put no raisins in my shit.
Tell you, D1 put raisins in there.
I don't fuck with no raisins. No
man,
way.
You know
closing arguments.
Put raisins in potato salad.
Closing arguments, D1.
Yo, man, y'all are the best. Coach Calvin is a real life idol to me. Like that shit was just surreal to me, man. Thank y'all. That's all I gotta say is thank y'all.
Ant McQueen.
Check me out on Fridays at 10.
Hey, Squeeze, I appreciate y'all leaving the key under the mat for us. You know what I'm saying? Leaving the window unlocked so we could creep through like bruh man on the 5th floor. And Same as always. What's easy to do is also easy not to do.
The wizard. There you go.
Appreciate
There you go.
everybody tuning in, chopping it up with us in the super chat and the cash app, rocking with us. Shout out to Squeeze, man. Y'all got an extra half an hour out of Squeeze. You know what I mean? He's showing off today. I know it's a good Sunday. Appreciate
Cigar
everybody.
Talk, you had me for 3.5.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, comment, you know what I mean, share, tell a friend so we can get these numbers moving.
Man, I don't need to say no more after that. As we always say on the Rize podcast, it's your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King, All Access International, right back at y'all with another one. Peace. Take it away, All Access.
Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Nietzsche in these streets ain't no roots. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.